Good morning. It is still the morning. So this is going to be talking about the waiting period. Right? The period that, oh my god, feels like it's agony when you're in it. But waiting for things, honestly, I say you're doing everything that you possibly can, plus more, I should say, and you still haven't seen any result into your life, right? That's what I want to mean about the waiting period. To kind of get like a perspective on it, which, sorry, give me 2 seconds. I need some new songs, but it's that very much like I was saying, uncertainty feeling of like you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know, like you felt like this. Yeah, it's been like this, but this is now everything is not crashing, but everything worries you. The most littlest things, like the anxiety, your anxiety goes up. You feel like you're not doing enough for yourself, but again, you're just sitting there, and it's that very much like I was saying, uncertainty feeling of like you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know, like you felt like this. Yeah, it's been like this, but this is now like core. You know, you'll feel it so much more. You feel like you wasted your time. You feel like you want to go back in time. You want to go back for where, honestly, you kind of want to take the idea that you planned or that goal you had out of your mind. You completely want to forget about it. Because in this moment of not knowing what's going to happen, is your goal, are you going to achieve that goal? Are you going to achieve that dream? Are you going to achieve anything? Anything that you put in a category that you thought in your brain, but it hasn't reciprocated to your reality yet, or your 3D reality, I'm going to say that, then that's called the waiting period, right? And we feel this uncertainty, like we didn't do as much as we possibly could to get what we wanted because we don't see it yet. Which, again, I want to say, talking about, like I say, it's the waiting period, right? But honestly, it's very factual on that. It's the waiting period is not only just the like period of just sitting there and waiting, it's also the sitting of growing too. It's not just sitting and letting things go by. Yes, everything feels very heightened right now. Anxiety is up. You feel like, I want to say, like, in terms of like a game, right? When you're at a game, this feels like when you get a foul, right? And you're out, right? Say you're a starter. You're the one that makes all the shots. You're the one that's the starting one that can help the team out, right? Help win the game, right? But you're waiting on the sideline until you're able to be accepted back in. Not by, I say, a coach or somebody higher up to give you that green light, to show what you actually could do and perceive out and help the team, right? That's like a expression of what I want to say the waiting period feels like. You're on the sidelines. Anxiety is heightened to the core right now. Like you want to go in, you want to help your team out. Your teammates are just struggling on top of struggling, and you just want to help and just do it. Just keep and help them out, and just keep going. Put this back into like a reality point of perspective out of the game. You're looking at what your players. You are the player in different perspectives, right? Different things that you're doing to earn up or gain to your goal, right? Those are the people that are playing. They're doing things. They're still growing. They're still helping the team, helping achieve the goal, the end result. But in the end of the day, you need that one. You just have to wait. There's that one aspect of yourself that's just, it's ready to come out, and it's there. You want to just like head over to the other side and start growing what you see and what you received in life. But sometimes you have to have that waiting period of just being like, hey, it's okay. Your team got it. They're still keeping emotion in your life. They're still giving you that motion to, honestly, one day when coach or when somebody higher up says, all right, it's your time, you're ready. And you're perceiving through, you're thriving through, because you went through all this and you worked through it. You've been working on it. You just had to take some time and patience and see it. I see a bigger perspective, bigger reality, bigger thought process too, bigger picture, I should say. That sometimes you could do as much as you possibly can. You could give it your 110,000%, and it still won't look like enough. Why? Because you don't see it. But in reality, what's going on behind the scenes is that game. You know what I mean? You're just waiting for one person, a higher up, to give you that okay, or that one opportunity that will come, because everybody's still working. You still have parts of you that's working towards your goal. You're not giving up on it. It's not like you have completely finito what you wanted to do. No, it was never like that. It was you needing to wait, but the anxiety or the fear or the negativity you put into yourself because you felt like you're not doing enough, because nothing is coming towards you, is what you need to understand and take into accountability. You just need to take into accountability that life, you're on the right path. Do not ever think you're not doing anything right, or I should say that you're doing something wrong just because you don't see anything. And I always bring this up in all my cases because it honestly stems off of us not seeing anything in our 3D reality, because things don't come like that. And that also becomes into the waiting period. It teaches you patience. It teaches you that you could wait, but you could stir up the pot a little bit. You could still be making moves and doing things for yourself, but you're not wanting something in return. You know what I mean? Not wanting, I should put it into different words, like receiving anything. You wouldn't want to see the receiving part of it first. You want to create it and know that, hey, there's somebody, or there's definitely going to be an opportunity one day. If you don't want to take in like a higher power or anything like that, just know if you're always working towards it and doing exactly what you need to do, like say you're doing this task, you're still doing it on a daily basis or your daily routine, then one day it will lead up to something. You know, an opportunity will come one time. You're just in a waiting period of not knowing what's going to come. But that takes a toll on oneself. I was going to say some self, and I'm like, I think that's what I also wanted to say about the waiting period. It's definitely an understanding and realizing that the uncertainty is there for a reason. You know, why? I actually heard somebody, I just saw it on my feed, but this woman just said to me, she was like, I was watching a live and she was talking and she was being very like motivational, and she said, you work so hard to get where you're at. Do you really believe that it would never come to you? Do you believe everything that someone would just leave you in the dust? And your hard work and everything that you grown from, even as a person, do you believe, and I'm adding some of my words now too, do you believe that nothing will come to you? And then I realized that she's 110% right. 110% right. We put it into ourselves, and I'm going to say into the next part is that we put negative thoughts into our brains to stop us to get where we need to go. We ourselves are impatient. All of us, we're impatient beings. I'm so serious, and I can say that to myself. We're impatient as hell, and it's getting even worse now because look at shipping now. Like, it's 1 day shipping, 2 day shipping. Are you serious? Do you really need it that fast? But we are impatient. The literal slogan, and I bring elements of business involved only because it's there. We're just becoming more impatient because the world is becoming, honestly, high tech at some points, I would say, or innovative, I would say. Not like how we were a long time ago. They even have that. Sorry, my eyes are like straining right now because it's so bright outside. But their little slogan is no patience needed. Like, are you serious? And that's why I have to understand in life that people are very impatient, even for their goals too. And people is not excluding me either, because I'm realizing this too. Just to let you guys know this, I'm not trying to come at you. I am a tough person. I'm hard, and I will tell you the truth. I'm blunt. Why I do this is because I'm trying to help you understand stages, moments of life that we all go through, just in different, I say different fonts because everybody has their own way of life, but they still have the same feelings, emotions, parts, periods, stages of life that we all go through. It's inevitable. We have to learn these lessons on this earth. What else will we do? Pretend like it's not there? We could pretend like reality is not reality, that we're not supposed to be here to change and become better for ourselves. We could pretend like that and just be completely oblivious to life. Or you could turn it around and try a different way and try to learn more for yourself. That's what we're honestly meant here to do. We're honestly to say, it doesn't matter. It's as much as you could be as a good human being on this earth to others. That is the whole point. The extra crap is everything that you want to create for yourself in your reality, in what you want to see in your 3D reality. But it takes patience that we all don't have. Sorry, but it's true. We all don't have one little key implement that could really help us in life. Really. I don't know when something is going to come. Me either. And it will put fear. And then I will put fear. Not it will put fear. No, there's no it out there doing it for me. It's myself in my own mind doing it towards me. To put me down. To make me fail. To make me fall. And if you want to believe in the religion, people compare the devil to it. The devil is negative. Puts negative things in your way, negative weeds or grass or things like that. They put negativity to get you to fall, so you don't rise up. It's the truth. Even if you don't want to put religion into it, you don't have to. It's not a religious thing of a negative feeling. A feeling is an energy, is an actual energy that we feel, is an emotion. And negative energy is also created. We create our reality. It's created around us. We create our negativity. Some people project, and some of us, we honestly created in our own minds our negativity. We could choose not to and not care and let it be. And I realized that through life too. I've been in so many situations, but that's another topic. We're talking about the waiting period. Well, it's honestly going into that too. You will feel more irritated lately, and like everything gets you. All negative thoughts get you. Why? Because you allow it. You're feeding it in because you don't see I want to say reciprocation. Oh my god, I don't even know this. Replication. I think it is replication. Sorry, my first language was broken English. Okay, I'm from Guyana. I'm not from Guyana, but my dad's side of the family, all Guyanese. So back to what I was saying. Reciprocation. Like, you, just because I don't see what's in front of me means that I want to put negativity on me because I'm delulu. Now the terms nowadays, delulu or delusional, or not seeing things straight because I choose not to believe it, that it's gonna happen. So in my own brain, in my own mind, I start putting those weeds into my reality, or weeds in my head, negative thoughts like fear, honestly, out of like external like reality, having more fights with people, more altercations, just always in disputes, never fine. But you're the one who's also, me, are also not letting it just roll off our shoulders and not care that much as we used to. We just go back at it and stir up the pot in the wrong direction. Now we're stirring the pot in the negative direction. Now we're falling down in that game. not, I don't want to say we're falling, but we're drifting away from that opportunity. Why? Because we are seeing ourselves in a negative thought. Now everything around us is turning negative. Everybody around us is turning negative. And you are negative yourself. You're talking negative to yourself. You don't feel good about yourself. You don't feel accomplished for yourself. You feel worse about yourself. Everything. And this is all, like, I want to say, anxiety too. You feel all this anxiety from all these negative feelings. It's honestly, it's fine. Like, it's not fine, but it's an honest feeling to feel. You know? Like, it's okay to feel that anxiety from those negative thoughts. But you also need to see the bigger picture. Okay? And the bigger picture is to know that you're in a waiting period, that opportunity will come. When that coach lets you in, when that higher power just gives you that opportunity, I swear, everything will make sense and it will be on go mode. Already now you have your players already playing. You doing all players, let's put like the explanation here. Here, players are basically equal to, in this analogy, to us doing what our task needed to reach a goal, accomplishment, a dream of ours. Okay, that's our players. But we could also turn those players downwards only if we decide to become negative. We elude the negativity on, because remember, we got fouled. That's why we're sitting down. So if we were in negative vibes, negative feeling, like fuck this game, I'm not playing, like I'm out, your team will start to downfall because they don't have you. But knowing that you're on the sideward line, ready to go, eager, waiting for the opportunity to come, imagine, okay? And then he puts you in, your team is already excited. It's there, it's the energy, the vibe is good. Everything is in sync. Everything's going up. You're there putting in the shots, putting in one after another. Then you get fouled. You know what I mean? Everything comes back around. All right? Everything makes more sense when you get to it. And I want to say, like, we as ourselves, we're working on these tasks. If we have a negative thought to it, we're not going to have good energy put in to what we do, what our tasks are to reach our goals. So when somebody on the sideline or high up, if you believe in that, is watching you, what is he looking at? He's looking, what is he seeing? He's seeing a team failing, or your task failing because you're not putting in the effort, or you're thinking too negative about doing any of it. So sometimes you forget to do it, or you don't do it, or you put it off, or you don't want to do something with it. Whatever that it fits into that category, that's a negative part to it, that is also shown to the decision making, or when your opportunities to come in. And I get it, and I so 110,000% understand how you guys feel. Why? Because I just figured this out right now. No, I'm kidding. Well, no, honestly, I had this mindset of just the waiting period. It kept saying in my head, and I honestly, right now, I was feeling very down. I'm gonna be honest. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I need directions. And I'm sitting here and I keep hearing the waiting period. And I know what that is because, weirdly enough, I think that's on my to-do notes for YouTube. But I wanted to give this analogy. Why? I want you to put it in a different perspective, to see things. I know it's really hard to see what reality looks like in front of you when you're going through it and not knowing jack crap what's going to happen tomorrow or in an hour from now or whatever. Because anxiety it's key. Like, anxiety is like the hardest thing to get over, but the most harmful thing for you. So harmful, because anxiety brings to your negativity. It brings to that negative thought process of putting yourself down. And I realized this, and I'm like, we're gonna all have it. It's gonna be there. But if we realize that things are better gonna come for you, okay? They're gonna come in due time. And we need to learn to have the patience and key understanding that when our time comes, our time comes. But at least we mastered every task needed and practice every task needed to keep that rise going, that points going in, and keep going in easily, smoothly, with the help of your team, smoothly going in every single time, because you have now, honestly say, started an empire, whatever the analogy goes to, but started intelligence for yourself, understanding, confidence in yourself, because you've been practicing every single aspect that you wanted to reach this goal of yours, that you knew, trusting your intuition or trusting whatever you believe in, that was gonna help you, you know what I mean, to get to your goal. And again, it is not an easy feeling to be in this waiting period, because I don't know how long it's gonna be. I'm still in it, okay? But I do this because I damn well know that something is telling me that there is a purpose and there's a reason. All I want to do in my life is help people. And it's not like I just wanted to help couple people in life. I wanted to help out so much, the world in general, everyone I could possibly think of, just help them throughout life. This is why I do it, you know. But does it hurt? It's 111 on my timer right now. That's funny. Does it hurt? Yeah, damn well hurts. Now I'll show you my feelings. Why? Because damn well I know everybody feels this, and everybody has this pain. I'm not just one person. I'm just a person that I could show how vulnerable, like I could be vulnerable. I could show you that life is not peaches and creams, you know what I mean? And it's not black and white. It's not. There's so many cracks and little things about life, and there's a lot to learn and a lot to grow from. And I will tell you, in this waiting period myself, it's very lonely too. But I'm not alone. And I want you're gonna have that feeling that it's lonely in life in a different view, you know? Very hard. But just know you're not alone in this crazy, crazy times of ours. You're not alone. And I 110% hope you understand that. Alright? In this waiting period, give it some time. Okay? It might be a month from now, it might be a year from now, it might be a day from now. We will never know. But we can always keep working every single day till that time comes, because we can always learn to master our skills. Not perfect it. There's always time where nothing is perfection in life. Nothing is black and white. I'm saying perfection, everybody thinks is like, oh, no, nothing is perfect. Nothing is set in stone, I should say. I used to be always told that. So realize that, and realize you have an opportunity that you've been working towards, and don't give up. Anxiety is hard. Negative aspects and views and fear is inevitable that we all feel, but it hurts. It hurts in a way, it makes you so uncomfortable. And that's why I have to say, like, you're not alone. You're changing. Does it feel like you're alone because you're going through life? I have your feeling. I feel you. Trust me. But I'm always going to be here. Whatever I say is what I've done in my own life. And I'm trying to get it done. If I've been dealing with anxiety, fear, my whole fucking life. But one goal I had and one dream I had in mind for a long, long time since I was a kid. So I want to give you guys my point of view. And the waiting period is not that scary either. When you start to realize, and if you really listen to what I say, take it deeply in, and I will 110% re-explain anything that doesn't make sense. Why? Because my perspective might be different than an understanding that you understand. And I will definitely understand it, put it in different words for you, if that helps you. Alright? Well, I love you guys. The waiting period is almost over, guys. We got this. I'll see you guys on the other side. I love you guys. Trust me.